息の向こうでくくられた感情がほどかれてにじむ
Welcome everybody to my top 10 best Zero to Hero anime. My name is Misty /Chronexia, and boy am I pumped for this week's topic. Hell yeah! This has to be my personal favorite type of anime. I'm a sucker for the training montage, the noob who goes far simply by gritting his teeth and persevering. Alright, now about this list, I'm a level with you fam. I could go ahead and litter it entirely with the obvious pick, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, Dragon. They all do great justice to the trope, but I pride myself in bringing diversity to my top 10. A lot more than Trump ever will. And hopefully the point of today is to get you to find some brand new show to watch, so let's roll! I really gotta bring you down a notch because I'm way too pumped for this.
週末空いてる？チアリーダーのダンスパーティーがあるんだけど、今度こそ一緒に来てね。約束よ。
Number 10, Hitman. Well, I didn't literally meant Zero to Hero as in superheroes. Call it a coincidence, but Hitman is a show I discovered as I was digging through obscure titles. The plot is about Joey, who's technically an anime man? So there you go, the true origin of his internet fame. Anyway, Dad Joey is an orphan living with his grandmother. He loves robots and gadgets and gizmos. One of the current hype is Habos, expensive robots. Eventually, Joey find one all bunked up and he name it Hero Man. Yeah, he's just as creative with names as the other one is. Anyway, he fixes it and a thunderstorm overclocked the fuck out of it. It grows up and get tainted with the American flag colors. Hero Man is patriotic AF. So then it's all up to Joey and Hero Man to do Hero's business. Believe it or not, this story and characters were written by Stan Lee. Yeah, the same Marvel guy. So I don't know, try it out. I liked it. Number 9, Ice Shield 21. When it comes down to growing from Zero to Hero, I gotta admit, sports anime do the genre wonders. 90% of the time, the main protagonist has never played the sports, but has an innate talent that makes him very valuable and then ends up being recruited. Most of the time, he's also a wimp with no spine, so he can't refuse and turns out to be pretty freaking good at said sport. Well, that's exactly the case with Ice Shield 21, colored to the taste of American football. To be honest, this show alone got me into being a fan of American football, and every year I make it a tradition to watch the Super Bowl. That shouldn't mean much to you, but if it managed to charm me, a guy with no appeal to the sport, into a casual head viewers, because let's be honest, that's what the Super Bowl is all about, well, imagine what it could do to someone with a faint interest in the sport.
無駄だ。アイシールドの足は止められない。
なんで行かねえんだよ、さっさと。
データ収集です。他のヒーローの状況を把握しておけば登場パターンが被らず番組で目立てます。
Number 8, Tiger and Bunny. Back to superheroes. And yeah, if you saw the thumbnail of this video, you know it's not gonna be the last one here, but let's build up to that. First off, my biggest selling point has to be about the announcement Japan has made a few months ago. They announced Tiger and Bunny as the biggest / most appreciated anime according to some Japanese poll. So I mean, it definitely gotta be something, right? The story is about Stern-built city, a place where people have special abilities. Those people can use them for good or evil, and the whole thing is being recorded on a channel called Hero TV. It's a great mix with rich characters that juggle action and witty banter. I would recommend a certain knowledge of anime before trying it out, as there's a lot of clever hidden stuff, but otherwise just go a while on this one, it's great.
だったらさっさと抜け出せよ。
タイガー、聞こえる？
え？
今日はワイヤー禁止よ。
はあ？
その像は文化遺産なの。
それでは始業式の後は通常授業ですから。
委員長、
はい、何ですか？
席替えしませんか？
席替え？
はい。
Number 7, 12 Kingdom. I had to consider putting a girl in this trope as well, going from Zero to Hero, and there was a lot of possible contestants. Akatsuki no Yona, Fushigi Yugi, Morbido, arguably even Inuyasha, but I went with 12th Kingdom to solely focus on the girl main protagonist. The story is about an average, shy girl who meets a weird guy who pledges allegiance to her. She's then tossed into a brand new world and is left to fend for herself. Eventually, she learns the rope and gets to stop relying on everyone like a bitchin' baby, and she kicks butts. This anime isn't too long, it's 45 episodes-ish, pretty complete with a nice ending. Honestly, it's just a good tell all wrapped up in a bow for you.
何あちらってどこから来たの？
言うか？何言ってんだよ。
もう毎朝毎朝。何かしら。
Number 6, Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Up until very recently, Hitman Reborn was my all-time favorite series. So much that I carried it on manga when the anime ended, read it all the way until it was cancelled. Some girl I knew vouched of how good the show was, but that it took a while to get off to the good part. I took it on good faith and watched the 30 boring episodes, and then magic happens. The beginning is slow and tedious. It was meant as a comedy, which wasn't really funny. Main character was obnoxiously whiny, and a lot of characters were insufferable. But past that threshold, and it turns into a godsend. The soundtrack to this day remains as one of my favorite, and the show merely loses its edge because of those 31st episodes. If you don't have the patience to go through it all, don't bother, it's a waste of time. But otherwise, it deserves a much higher place than rank 6.
モードディフェーザーボンゴレプリーモのマントつけろ。
Hey, guess what? We're at number 5, Boku no Hero Academia, officially the final superhero anime theme out of this list. I gotta admit, I've been talking about this show more than any other ever since it came out, but I can't help it, it's so fucking good. And then there's currently the tournament arc. Trust me, I've been holding myself back like crazy to not just smother you all weekly with episode reviews, but man, after episode 23, I just couldn't help it anymore. I was flipping table all over my house. If you have not seen it, first of all, what the hell are you doing with your life? Living and shit? That's so 2005. Get on this anime already. But I suppose it wouldn't be fair of me to not give you a synopsis. So the story is about Deku, a kid with no superpowers in a world where everybody else has one. Well, that being the case, through sheer determination, clever thinking, and a small push, he managed to keep up with everyone. Seriously, do yourself a favor and check it out already. Number 4, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. I'ma put it simply for you. Have you seen this anime? Yes? Good. Move on to the next number. No? Well, that's your problem, and you can fix it by watching it on crunchyroll.com/Misty. Hey, self-blog! The story is about Simon and Kamina, two guys living deep underground in a village away from sunlight. They have a drill, and after an insert special event, they climb aboard a mech and make their way back to the surface along with their new acquaintance, Yoko, a bubbly girl with a gun. I know your attention kinda dwindled when I said mech because it generally only speaks to a very selected few, but don't let this turn you away, you'd miss out on a masterpiece. The show shines on all fronts, and the cast is truly the main appeal of it. It's a good time and a half for sure.
いいかしも自分を信じるな俺を信じろお前を信じる俺を信じろ
何それ？
ボックスさあ第6ラウンド足取りの重いチャンピオン先ほどのダメージは確実に残っています
Number 3, Hajime no Ippo, another sports anime. I mean, like my speech for iShield 21, this is a genre prone for the zero to hero trope. I've been trying to avoid seeding this list with only sports show, but I couldn't pass on Hajime no Ippo. This anime is about boxing, as I'm sure you can tell by the clip, and it's the story of Ippo, yet another wimp who is constantly being bullied into submission. UFC humor. One day he's rescued by a boxer and starts training to become one himself. Ippo then learns the joy of boxing and adapt to his own style through various matches. You can expect a great deal of suspense and drama to be delivered on a right hook. Yeah, that one fell flat. I mean, I can only do so much with fighting jokes.
全くもってしぶとい。だがその根性、無民衆として尊敬する。
あんたが俺たちと組むと考えていいのか。ああ、私たちは仲間だ。
すっげえな。なんだこれ。
Number 2, Code Geass. Get it? Zero to hero? Because Lelouch's code name is Zero? Honestly, this anime is only on this list so I could make the stupid pun. Don't get me wrong, this show has plenty of merits on its own, but does it really require my praises? But hey, let's see if I can give you the gist of the anime while you're here. This show is about Lelouch, a smart kid who, after meeting a girl, has a special ability. Once, and only once, he can order people to do what he wants. With the skill, he tries to get revenge against Britannia and start a revolution. I'm sure it's just some extracurricular for school. It's a very clever show, often compared to Death Note in terms of smartness, so I highly recommend you don't waste too much time before watching it, cause you will reach a point in your life where this anime will be spoiled to you, and then you will say, what if I had watched it sooner?
殺したのですか。
いや、
ではなぜ。
あの男がブリタニア皇帝の子供だから。そういえば。
And finally, number 1, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is the anime that bumped out Hitman Reborn for me. There is 148 episodes to this show, and I watched it all in the span of a week. That's 21 episodes a day. That's roughly 8 hours a day that I just been watched the crap out of this show. The story begins with Gon, a 10-year-old kid who wants to become a professional hunter, a title awarded to only the most capable people as it involves incredibly dangerous tasks. On his way there, he meets with some friends and foes, and the whole anime is focused on how Gon can improve as a person, and well, you reach a point that I can't simply explain in words. This anime is considered to be the 4th best anime ever produced, right under Fullmetal Alchemist, Steins Gate, and Gintama, so seriously, try it out, you'll love it.
キルは必死で自分の直感に抗っているとき。
Here you go guys, this is all the time I had. I hope I managed to get you all something to watch for the weekend. These anime, in my eyes, are some of the finest ever made. I hope you had a good time for those past 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Am I close? I mean, I'm writing the script and narrating it before the editing, so I'm just roughly guessing at this point. Anyhow, it was a blast seeing you again, and if you have some time next week, feel free to come back. I'll have another list in store for you. See you then. Love ya.
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.